quiet, please. Oh my God, shh. Film's about to start.
Hello world, welcome to Drew's Reviews, and today's film we'll be discussing Oh Hi, directed by Sophie Brooks, is a dark romantic comedy about a couple whose weekend getaway takes an unexpected turn. As emotions unravel and secrets surface, what begins as a sweet escape spirals into a surreal exploration of love, control, and miscommunication. How are you doing today? I do want to give a huge thank you to you if you've been here with me for this long. I appreciate you coming back over and over, watching my reviews and hopefully taking something from them. I really have a lot of fun reviewing these and talking about them, and I appreciate the likes and the views I've added to my shelves and, all of these collectibles that I got.
A few moments later.
It started getting out of control and there was a pile of just things building up on the side over here, and it's been a whole thing. Thanks to my wife for helping me. I love you! It took a little bit of time, but we did it, so hopefully it's more appealing to the eyes. Although I'm not sure about this Blockbuster sign. I mean, it's pretty bright, but we'll get used to it. Anyway, let's get into this review. I went to a screen unseen, which is this thing that AMC Theaters does where they don't tell you what movie it is and you just walk in and you hope that it's a good movie. Like, you got your fingers crossed and you're hoping that it's something good. I've done it a couple of times now, and sometimes I can kind of assume what movie it's going to be, but this time I wasn't too sure. I had my guesses, but once the movie started, I was happy to see that it was Oh Hi. I didn't have any expectations for this movie, and like I've said in other reviews, I'm not big on romantic comedies, but me and my wife had saw the trailer and we both kind of chuckled at it. It seemed funny.
Oh, it's stinging.
Yeah.
It's burning.
Yeah, sometimes things that hurt are good for us.
But I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to even see it. But then when we went to the screen unseen, it popped up and I was like, oh, I'm fine with this. I wanted to check it out, so here we are. And I gotta say, this movie was pretty funny. Not all the jokes hit, but I feel that the director, Sophie Brooks, did a really excellent job at directing this movie. You can tell they flourish in low budget, independent films like this one. It was really well done. The plot was pretty well constructed. It just had a couple little holes in it. It did bug me a little bit, and then the more I thought about it, this could have been easily solved. And it does get goofy in the second act of the film, just a bit, but from how it was going, I thought they were going to go full blown into this specific plot, but then they went another way. They kept it very structured and to the point, and it made sense. That worked out great. I was really scared at that point that the whole movie was about to change into something unnecessary.
No.
This movie would not have been as enjoyable, I believe, without this hilarious cast. Geraldine Viswanathan, hopefully that's somewhat close to what her actual name is pronounced as. Nope. She was hilarious. I loved her part in it, although she comes a little bit later into the movie, but when she got there, I enjoyed her. She has really good comedic timing. She was also pretty funny in Thunderbolts as well. She had a really small part in that movie, but she's very talented and I enjoyed her in this. And then John Reynolds, I thought he was hilarious. Honestly, he might have stole the show for me.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. I was just pretty scary out there alone.
he had a lot more to do from what I initially thought. You know how they add in these characters and sometimes they just serve this very, very small role that's pivotal to the plot, but he was very pivotal to the plot of this film. Based on conversations they have with him, certain characters don't really make their decisions. He was almost like the straight man, the one with the common sense, but at the same time, he was really funny. So I thought he did a great job. And then David Cross was in there for like 2 or 3 scenes. He was funny. Of course, the part he plays in this was a walk in the park for him, I'm sure. And then Logan Lerman, he was really good in this. His character was also like reacting to everything happening, but at the same time, he played this very intricate character. He wasn't one note, and it's really hard not to seem one note, especially with all of the assumptions about a character like this. And so you have to walk that line of not going too far on either side, and he did an excellent job with that. You still cared about the situation that he's in, but at the same time, you see he's a very flawed character, and even though this crazy situation is happening to him, he's not completely out of the woods with his own beliefs and the way that he carries himself to a certain extent. He did a really good job. I enjoyed his dynamic that his character Isaac had with Iris, and I just want to shout out Fury. He was excellent in that movie, so seeing his face in the trailer, my brain automatically said, oh, I definitely have to check that out just to see Logan Lerman in it because he's an excellent actor. And then last but certainly not least, Molly Gordon. Even though John Reynolds almost stole the show for me, but Molly Gordon was so great. She did such an excellent job, and honestly, I'm not surprised because of everything that I've seen her in. She's always great. If anything, it would have been more of a surprise if she was terrible in the movie, but I loved her in Booksmart. I loved her in Good Boys. She's incredible in The Bear, and coming into this, I feel this is a little bit of a different role from what I've seen her play, and she plays it excellent. From beginning to end, her character, although flawed and very crazy, you still sympathize with her, which is another fine line to walk because she could have easily just gone into the cliche part of just being the crazy girlfriend and just continuously making everything worse to the point where she's just irredeemable.
And the best part of this plan is, no one can stop me.
But she played it so well that by the end of the movie, at least for me, her character earned the way that the film ended, and she was so funny. I just enjoyed her performance. This movie did just such a great job, from the writing to the direction to the acting to having it set in one location. It still was really good. This isn't winning me overall on romantic comedies because the majority of them are not great, but for this one, it will be up there because it's really funny. And the romantic part is there, but not as much. They just have these conversations about romance throughout the film, but it's not anything to the point where the movie becomes abundantly serious. It's just there enough to kind of hold you through the movie while they do all these very funny comedy bits, and with all the actors and their wonderful comedic timing and the story overall. I feel the director did a good job, the writer did a good job. I did enjoy my time with this film. And with all that out of the way, I'm going to give Oh Hi an 8 out of 10. Going into that screen unseen is very nerve-wracking because you're really not sure if you're about to watch a really crappy movie, but we got to have a good time with the people that were there in the theater with us. Everybody was laughing.
It's not even a real laugh.
And to me, the movie did its job. And I'm definitely gonna recommend checking this movie out when it hits theaters July 25th. Thank you for tuning in to my review of Oh Hi. Please like, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments. Did you enjoy this film? Did you not enjoy this film? Are you gonna see this film? Are you not gonna see this film? I would love to hear your thoughts. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.